Hey guys, in this video we will learn how to translate our app into different languages. In this video we will focus on translating string resources, but localization doesn't end there. You can also provide any other resource file for different languages, like images for example. You can support right to left layouts, or format date and time depending on the language of the device. But today we will focus solely on string resources. Okay, first let's make some preparations in our activity main layout file. We delete this text view and we change this constraint layout into a relative layout. And now we will add a text view with wrap content width and height. We will set the text to hello world, increase the text size a bit to let's say 30 sp, and we give this text view an ID. We call it text_view. And let's put this text view in the middle of our screen. And the second view will be a button, wrap content width and height. We give it an ID as well, which will simply be button. We give our button a text, do something, and we put this button below our text view here. And now we have these two warnings here, where we enter the text. It says hardcoded string hello world should use add string resource. And this is exactly what we do here. The way we have it now, it will always show this hello world text, no matter the language of the device, because we hardcoded this text into this text view and this button. But we want to translate this text if the user changes its device's language. And for this we go into our app folder, into resources, values, and here we open this strings.xml file. And in here comes any text basically we want to use in our app. For this we create the string tag, we give it a name. The first text was hello world, so we give it the name hello_world. We close this tag and in here comes our actual text, which will be hello world. And we create a second string for our button, do_something, and the text will be do something. And in our Java code later we also want to show a toast message. For this I create a third string, we call it toast, and text will be this is toast. And now we right click on the strings file and go to open translations editor. And here we can add different languages. The strings in our strings.xml file are the default values. This means if we didn't provide any translation for the device's language, these values will be used. And we can add a new translation by clicking on this little globe icon here. And I will choose German because this is my language. And now it adds this extra column here. And here we can add our translations. I will translate the app name first. The original value is string localization example, which would be a string Lokalisationsbeispiel. Hello world would be a Hallo Welt, do something, tu etwas, und das ist ein Toast. Now if any of these texts should not be translated, you can tag this untranslatable box here. For example for names or technical terms. But in this example we translate everything. Now we go back into our main activity layout file, and where we hardcoded this text we change this into add string, hello world, and add string do something. Next we go into our main activity Java file. Now when we click our button we also want to show a toast message so we can see how we can access our string values in Java code. So we create a reference to our button, button equals find view by ID, r.id.button. This is our do something button. Button.set onClick listener, new onClick listener, and in here we want to create a toast message with toast.makeText. We pass main activity.this as the context because we are in this inner class, we can't write just this. And for the text we don't pass a hardcoded string here, we pass our resource with r.string, and we take this toast message here we created. And the third argument is the length with toast.length, let's take long. And lastly we call show on our toast. Now one thing to mention here, this r.string.toast isn't actually a string. It's the resource ID which is an integer value. But this toast.makeText method can handle this resource ID. If you instead need the actual string somewhere else, you have to write getString and add this r.string.toast in these parentheses. But as said, this toast.makeText method can handle both, so we will keep the short version here. Okay, let's test it. So we see hello world, do something. This is a toast. And now I go into the settings of this device. And I change the language from English to Deutsch, which is German. And we go back to our app. And it changes the text, Hallo Welt, to etwas, das ist ein Toast. And it also changed the title of our app. If we would choose any other language than English or German, it would fall back to the English version, because this is the default value. I will put the source code of this example into the description box. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.